So today I'm talking about a Chevy Equinox with the engine power is reduced message and a basic overview of what it is, some causes and fixes and what you can do about it. So what is engine power is reduced? Well, it's basically limp mode. That's what they quite commonly call it. Most modern cars have a system that when there's an error in it or something, it doesn't automatically shut down sometimes. It'll just go into what's called limp mode, where there's no real power to it, but it's enough power to get you off the road and out of any kind of like harm. Like if you're on the freeway or something, you should be able to get off the road or something like that. It's not meant to be driven. It's set to find a parking spot to pull over or to go to a mechanic and get help. It's basically what limp mode is. The car basically is just going to have very minimal power and just enough, like I said, to get you off the road. So how can you troubleshoot what the problem is with that? Well, you're going to need an OBD2 scan tool, and you scan for any error codes. And the error codes will point you towards what the problem is. So like, for example, here there's a P0090 fuel pressure regulator control circuit. And inside of this, it was having a fuel pressure problem, and it wasn't having enough fuel going into the injectors, so it went into limp mode. So it was probably a bad fuel pump. Once that was swapped out, the limp mode problem cleared up. But this can also be other things, so that's just an example of what it is. And one of the more common issues with this limp mode is the throttle body. It's very common. Usually it just needs to be cleaned up, but it also in some cases needs to be replaced. It's not difficult to clean. There's a special cleaner called Throttle Body cleaner, and you just spray it in there and you use a little brush and you clean it up, and there'll be a lot of black soot and stuff inside of there quite often. And usually you can clean them up and you can often solve this problem in many cases. But it can also go deeper, so to keep that in mind. This isn't a cure-all or nothing. It's just a common cause of this limp mode, and often what many people recommend you do if you're doing it yourself and trying to solve the problem. But mainly it's going to depend on what that OBD2 scan tool messages for error codes are. And so some people are like, can I drive with an engine power is reduced message? And the short answer is no, not really. It's not going to have any real power to go anywhere. You're going to be like going like 5 miles an hour. You're going to be stepping on the gas. It's not going to want to go. It might even stall out and just leave you stranded. So the best thing to do is to get it off the road and call for help or troubleshoot what the problem is. There has been some cases where people have like parked the car, shut it off, and then they come back and it started driving normally again for whatever reason. So that is possible, but it's highly unlikely. And if there was a problem, it's probably going to come back. And so that's a basic overview of what it is when a Chevy Equinox says engine power is reduced. It basically means the car is in limp mode. It has an error somewhere in the system, and you need to get it to a mechanic, or you need to find somebody to help you fix it and solve what the issue is. So basically, get off the road, don't drive it, park it someplace where we won't get towed away, hopefully, and call for help. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. But that's basically it. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.